That Boston Dynamics holiday video you just watched, with Atlas toasting us with a glass? Forget cute. That was a declaration, a quiet signal that everything we thought was 10 years away in robotics is happening right now. That holiday toast is just the curtain rising. There's a secret school in China training humanoids like athletes, a major pop star replacing his dancers with backflipping robots, a single company raising $300 million to fill our stores with machines, and a historic breakthrough where a robot just performed surgery-level precision with a needle and thread. Let's explore the massive real-world stories that just dropped. All right, the Boston Dynamics video for Christmas, because if you just watch it on the surface, it's this lovely little scene. Their sleek, all-electric Atlas humanoid is carefully hanging ornaments on a Christmas tree. It's precise, it's calm, and then enrolls their Spot, quadruped, like a loyal dog. But instead of a slipper, it's carrying a water glass in its arm. It extends it up. Atlas takes it with that unnervingly smooth motion, turns, and gives the camera this perfectly timed, cheeky cheers gesture. Now, you could call it a cute holiday card, but it's rather a thesis statement. Boston Dynamics not quite showing off just one robot's skill. They're staging a short film about collaboration. You have Atlas, the humanoid built for dexterous human-scale tasks, and Spot, the rugged mobile platform, working together in a domestic setting. But, and this is the fun part, if you look closely at that cozy scene on the right side, Boston Dynamics slipped in a brilliant inside joke, a floor lamp made from the hydraulic leg of an old generation Atlas. They're literally using their past hardware as a decoration. It's a wink that says they're already miles beyond their beginning parkour era. It's the charm offensive for a multi-robot ecosystem. And frankly, it's a bit of genius storytelling, wrapping this incredibly advanced interoperability tech in cozy, vintage holiday vibes. It makes the future feel familiar. But here's the thing. While Boston Dynamics is mastering the art of the viral vignette, China is literally sending robots to school. Over in Beijing's Shijingshan district, there's a facility called the Phase 2 Beijing Humanoid Robot Data Training Center. And it is exactly what it sounds like, a school for robots. Think of it less as a lecture hall and more like a hyper-realistic boot camp. They've built out 2 entire floors designed to mirror real-world environments, full-scale mock-ups of factory production lines, apartment kitchens, living rooms, the works. The star pupil, so to speak, is a humanoid named Quafu, built by a company called Robotics. And these robots aren't just running code, they're being put through drills. Their curriculum includes things like sorting industrial coils, picking parcels, basic cooking, even organizing a bedroom. Each of these training areas is a modular cell that trainers can quickly reconfigure to create new, unpredictable scenarios for the robots to learn from. And here's why this school is so critical. The head of the center, Zhu Kai, pointed out the industry's biggest roadblock: a severe shortage of high-quality, real-world data. You see, for an AI model to get truly smart and adaptable, it can't just learn from a simulator or a few scripted actions. It needs massive, varied datasets of how things work in the physical world. The friction, the weight, the imperfections. That's the bottleneck. This center is built to be a data factory, aiming to generate millions of these high-quality data entries every year to feed the AI brains. The training process, to put it mildly, is exhaustive. Each robot gets 2 human trainers. One physically guides it through a task, while the other monitors and records every piece of performance data from a computer. They switch roles every few hours to stay sharp, and the repetition is on another level. One trainer, Xu Xuanyu, gave a wild example. Teaching a robot to simply place a frying pan on a stove correctly could require around 1,250 repetitions. Let that number sink in. They are building muscle memory through brute force practice, and this is not theoretical. The robots at this center can major in fields from industrial manufacturing to elderly care. They've already learned over 20 specific skills, and the reported success rate on tasks is above 95%. That performance has led to real-world deployments. Some of these graduates are now handling materials on the factory floors of automaker China FAW Group, doing courier work at a venture capital firm, and assisting with equipment inspections for the power grid. This is the unglamorous foundational work, the thousands of repetitive trials, that turns clunky machines into capable, reliable tools. It's education, one painstaking repetition at a time. Moving on. If you want proof that robotics is leaping out of the lab and into our culture, look no further than a concert stage in Chengdu, China. That's where Chinese singer Wang Liham recently brought out some very special backup dancers for his Best Place tour, an entire squad of Unitree G1 humanoid robots. We're past the point of jerky novelty acts. This was a full performance. These G1 robots, decked out in sparkly shirts and baggy pants, executed complex choreography in near-perfect sync with the human dancers on stage. The highlight? Several of them performing a synchronized front flip in front of a packed arena of 18,000 people. Let that visual sit. That's not just programming a walk cycle, that's mastering dynamic balance, timing, and recovery in a live, unpredictable environment. This was a massive, public stress test passed with flying colors. It proves the raw agility of these platforms. And Unitree isn't stopping at concerts. They're already showing off a feature for the G1 to freestyle dance to any music in your home. The message is clear. The technology has evolved from pure utility to something capable of performance and, maybe soon, a form of expression. Now, while Unitree is chasing the spotlight, another company just secured the kind of funding that builds an entire industry in the shadows. Meet Galbot, or Galaxy General Robot Co. They just closed a funding round worth over $300 million. That brings their total raised to a jaw-dropping $800 million, valuing the company at $3 billion. Galbot is not exactly building a bipedal dancing humanoid. Their flagship product is the G1 mobile manipulator. Consider a human-like torso with two dexterous arms, but it's anchored on a stable, wheeled base. This semi-humanoid or mobile manipulator design is a brilliant, practical pivot. Why struggle with the immense challenge of bipedal balance in every environment when you can roll? Galbot's bet is all about deployment, right now. Their wheeled G1 robots are already pulling 24/7 shifts in warehouses, assisting in hospital pharmacies at places like Xuanwu Hospital, and even operating fully unmanned Galbot store retail outlets in over 30 Chinese cities. They claim orders for thousands of units from heavyweight partners including Toyota, Hyundai, and Bosch. This massive cash injection isn't for R&D dreams. It's for scaling a proven, working model. The market is placing a colossal bet that this hybrid form, the dexterity of a humanoid upper body with the proven reliability of a mobile base, is the practical key to unlocking widespread economic automation. It's the workhorse future, and it's already rolling off the line. Now, for our final story, we need to talk about a robot that did something that you and I can't even do on a good day. A Shanghai-based company called TARS Robotics held a live event where their humanoid robot performed hand embroidery. Let's be real, who has threaded a needle more than 3 times in their life, and each time felt like a monumental victory? This robot did it, and then used both hands to stitch an actual logo. This is the kind of demo that makes engineers sit up straight. Because brute strength or simple repetition doesn't really work for embroidery. It's a nightmare checklist for a machine. Sub-millimeter precision to hit the needle's eye, adaptive force control so you don't tear the delicate fabric, and coordinated bimanual manipulation of floppy, flexible materials. This combo has been the impossible wall for automating so many delicate tasks, from wiring harnesses in cars to, well, you can imagine the medical applications. So how'd they crack it? TARS CEO Dr. Chen Yilin calls it their data AI physics trinity. It's a full loop. First, their Sense Hub system captures incredibly rich, real-world data of humans doing the task. That data fuels their AI brain, the AWE 2.0 model, which learns the general skill of fine manipulation. Finally, they run it on custom T-Series and A-Series robots built with a minimal digital-to-physical gap, meaning what the AI decides, the robot can physically execute faithfully. It's a closed, scalable system. And the embroidery? That's the proof of concept. It shows they've broken through a key bottleneck in flexible manufacturing. If a robot can handle a needle and thread, it can likely handle a lot of the finicky, delicate work we still do by hand. That's not just a step forward, it's opening a whole new door. So, from the school, to the concert, to the factory, and the lab, here's to a truly groundbreaking year in robotics. Happy holidays. Now tell me in the comments, which story here made you stop and say, whoa? Hit Hit that like button if you enjoyed this look ahead, and subscribe so you don't miss the